Well, I thought I was getting 3/4 of an inch of spark, but I'm getting a lot less than that. I'm estimating it might be about 1/4 inch, but on AC you're supposed to get a longer arc for the same amount of voltage compared to a DC voltage, and we're not getting it. And usually the spark would go almost 3/4 of the way over to the next terminal, and that wasn't the case. I was only getting a drawn arc about maybe 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch, as I showed on this video. So just for the heck of it, I opened it up to see what's inside, and it's all tar. It's all tar. It's nothing. It's nothing you'd want to get into. Tar mess. So it is a weak transformer. I can't even use it for a Jacob's ladder. It's just not enough voltage. So we'll put it back together again. There's only 4 screws that hold this in.
Just thought I'd open it up and just curious to see what it looked like inside. Plus, naturally, you never can get the damn screws back in again. Well, damn screws won't go in. There it goes. It's hard to see because there's tar there and the hole is obliterated with tar, so I can't see the hole. It's pretty bad when you can't see the hole. You're supposed to feel for the hole, not look for it.
Alright, so I had a couple of videos that one of my subscribers gave me a link to, oil burner service, and showed what the spark should look like on this. And the arc should be drawn way out to about 3/4 the way out. Saying about a 3/4 inch arc, it should really put wire ties on, caps on this, but I don't. They're in my electrical box and they're buried away. Like everything else. We'll plug it in and we'll draw an arc. But I can't pull the arc any more than that. You see if I can get you a little bit closer here. I can't turn the lights off. I can't see what I'm doing. You should be able to pull the arc out, but it quickly stops. That's it. So it's definitely a weak spark, so it looked like it might be pretty good when I tested it yesterday, but no. Let's see how well the frame is insulated here. Oh, getting a little bit off of the ground here. I'm gonna watch the electrical wires here. Yep, getting a little bit from each terminal to the frame. I don't have a schematic of this transformer. I was hoping that I'd be able to make a Jacob's ladder with this, but nope. But we'll do one someday. It's not a priority. Actually, if I'd known that, I was figuring that guy was giving me a line of BS about the weak spark, but I stand to be corrected. It looks good, but there's a video that Jeffrey referred to, gave me a link to, one of my viewers. I can't recall the exact channel name, but there's a guy that services oil burners, and there's a few videos on oil burner service and everything, and there's 2 of them on testing these transformers and how the spark should look. And this one does not look as good as the one he was showing. That's the biggest I can draw an arc over there. I'm estimating about a 1/2 inch. Now, I remember telling you that a 1/4 inch equals about 10,000 volts, but that is DC now. That is DC. We're talking AC, so you should get a much bigger arc. But this, I don't have any real way of testing this. And one of my viewers suggested ringing out the transformer with an oscilloscope, but I found nothing on YouTube as to how to do that. What you probably can do is, and I used to have one, is an ICO 944 flyback and yoke tester. But I found that instrument to hardly ever been used, so I got rid of it years ago when I had my shop. But a flyback and yoke tester has an oscillator in it. It'll ring out a transformer and it'll show a short. But I'm not sure how you're supposed to ring out something like this. Whether you ring it out from the primary or you ring it out from the secondary, or you do each one. I'm not really sure about that. To tell you the honest truth, I'm not up on that. There's no videos on how to ring out a high voltage transformer using an oscilloscope. I have not seen it. I've been looking around. And there hasn't been anything on that subject. Not using an oscilloscope anyways. If there is, it'd be nice if somebody gives me a link to it, but it's not a big deal. But I can get a little bit of stable spark here. Getting a little smoke from it too. So it's generating some heat. I would say that's almost 3/4 of an inch. That's pretty warm. It's a little warm. I shouldn't say pretty warm, but all right. We'll disconnect it. Plug is out. Take the wires off. So I figured it would be potted and make sense to put it in tar. And these transformers basically run pretty cool. And they don't draw all that much current. All right, enough on that subject.